En Lyon, this is soaring up my most favorite board games list. I'm really late to the party, but man, do I love this game. Hey everyone, this is Attackers, and today I'm going to talk about the games that I played last month again, as I do for every month, this time for October, of course. As usual, these are just like my ratings right now at this moment. I might rate specific games worse or better next month, right? Always depends on like who did I play with, how did the games go, how often have I played it, and things like that, right? So grab yourself a cup of tea and let's do this. Let's start off strong. Villagers. I haven't brought you a video on the channel yet, I think, but this is a really good game. Villagers is great. And I've played multiplayer as well as solo, and this is a really, really good one. Like there are like several games by this publisher, Villagers, Streets, and Moon, I think. I think they're the only ones. Villagers I really love, Streets I don't like at all, and Moon I haven't played yet. Moon isn't supposed to be that bad, but Villagers is like really, really good. Wild Space is a game I like as well. I'm currently selling it off just because I'm solo. I rather play other games, and multiplayer somehow other people don't like it as much as I do. So unfortunately it doesn't have a spot in my collection, but I like it a lot. Then we have Tide and Tangle. I will also give this an A. I just did a Kickstarter preview for it, and it's a really nice family game. It's a print and play game, but if you like play it nicely, it almost looks like a retail game. It's very cool. Spectacular, I'm very uncertain of. Some people really love it. Some people just like it. Some people don't like it at all. Like with every game pretty much. But I like the puzzle this game presents. But I'm not sure how much I like it yet. I think I will give it a B for now. It's quite possible that it will go up to an A at some point. But at the moment I can only give it a B. Skulls of Satellite is one of my most favorite games, like solo and like portable games, let's put it like this way. And it's great multiplayer, it's great solo, it's really, really good. If you are looking into getting into button shy games, Skulls of Satellite is one of the best in my opinion. Sphinx will also get an S. I have just recorded the video for you, which I will publish quite soon, by Impatience Games, who also published the Universe series, and Sphinx is amazing. Also a game you can play multiplayer, not just solo. Sagani. Yeah, I did play these 3 puzzly Uwe Rosenberg games last month just to try them. Sagani, Framework, and there is one more, Nova Luna. And Sagani was not bad. What would I give Sagani? I think I would give it a B. It's not a bad game. It gets a little bit too thinky for the depth it actually presents at the end. So I didn't really like the ratio of thinkiness and depth, right? Because you want to have like a certain depth in games, and this doesn't really come out in my opinion. Paint the Roses for me clearly an S rank games, one of the best deduction games that exist. I can highly suggest you try this out on Board Game Arena. At best, not turn-based, but actually real-time with someone you can actually talk to. But this is like a really, really good game. En Lyon, this is soaring up my most favorite board games list. Yes, I'm late to the party. I'm really late to the party, but man, do I love this game. This is amazing. Numbsters will get an A from me. It's a very, very nice portable solo game. One that you can play in your hand. If you watch my video, I show you how you can play it in your hand. And it's really, really good. Mini Crimes. I just did a live playthrough of it, and I think I will give it an A. It is a pretty cool crime game. It's different than most games. It doesn't give you a lot of hints. It just tells you like everything that happened, and you have to figure out. Like it just tells you like specific situations and what people say and whatever, and you have to figure out what exactly happened. Pretty cool concept. This year you really have to think, so not bad. Let's go to Japan. I love the theme. I love the theme. The gameplay itself isn't bad either. I'm not sure how often I will get this to the table multiplayer, and this always like leaves the question: will I play it a lot solo? I'm not sure yet. But at first glance, having played it only once, I think I will give it an A for now. I really enjoy the theme and I like the gameplay a lot as well. I also have Trekking Through History in my collection. Both of them are a little bit similar. They have a few similarities. So I don't know if there's room for both. But I really like Let's Go to Japan so far. Gems of Iridesia. I played this at Spiel and this is a cool game. I like this. I kinda regret that I didn't do the Kickstarter. But this is fun. This is good. Also, the solo mode looks good. At least I haven't played it, but it looks very good. So yeah, I would definitely keep my eye out for this one here. I'd love to bring it to you on the channel. Framework, the second game in the puzzle series here by Uwe Rosenberg, and Framework. Framework isn't bad either, but I think I like it less than Sagani. So I will give it something between a B and a C, and I think I will have to give it a C. It's in essence it's not bad. It's similar to the other games, but I don't like the way the colors are portrayed. These are all frames. I mean, yes, it's called Framework, but I don't really have a good overview over that, right? It gets really messy visually, in my opinion, and I really don't like that. So I will give it a C. Explorers. It's a very simple flip and write. I just play this every month, not because it's amazing, but just because there is an Android app for it, right? And that one makes it's fun to play. I think I would not like it as much in person, right? Because it's very, very simple. But I will give it a solid B. It's definitely a pretty decent flip and write. Eternitium. I've only played this once. This is a semi deck builder. I wouldn't call it a deck builder. I would call it a deck construction and hand management game, something like that. And it's pretty interesting what it does. It looks almost a little bit too tight for me. So I'm not quite sure about it yet. I will give it an A for now because the concept is pretty good. But I'm not quite sure yet whether it will stay at A. It could stay at A. It could also go up to S if I play it more. It could also go down to B. So I'm not sure yet. I will definitely bring you this game on my channel as well. Endangered I really like a lot. I only have played one game, so I cannot say about longevity and everything, right? But it's a very nice solo and cooperative game that I'll give an A for now. Maybe it will begin S at some point. Endangered. Duck and Cover, that's a tough one. Essentially, cards are flipped over and you then slide your cards in your grid. That's it. You don't do anything. And there's almost no strategy, there's no tactics. You don't really have to think. This is a game like something like Rummy or whatever. These very, very simple card games where you don't really have to think too much, where you can just talk and have fun and whatever and play the game on the side, right? It's kind of that kind of game. I think I can't give it more than a C. I would be lying if I said it's not fun to slide these cards around, right? And put them on top of each other, but it's hardly a game. Creature Caravan. I will give an S for now. I've played this twice now. Within 2 or 3 days, I've played this twice. That just shows you how much I like this. That's the next hit by Ryan Lockett. It's really, really good. Multiplayer, I don't know if it will be as good because it hardly has any interaction, right? That means it's like a multiplayer, like a solitaire multiplayer game, kind of, right? With a multiplayer solitaire, that's how you call it. And a lot of people don't like these multiplayer solitaire games, right? So I will bring this to the table with other people at some point and see how they react to it. But solo, this is amazing. Chock-a-Block is a game that isn't bad either. It's a pretty nice puzzle game where you the theme is really great. You have these apartment blocks and you're puzzling together the windows of the apartment block, right? And where underwear is hanging out and there are birds and there are cats and whatever, right? So the theme is really cool. The puzzle itself is almost a little bit too complicated for its own good. I would have to give it a B for now. It's a pretty decent game. It's not a bad game. I'm not sure yet how much I like it actually. Cascadia, the original Cascadia is an S. This is the Cascadia Roll and Write, the Cascadia rolling game. The first few maps, I gotta be honest, I don't like too much. I think they're way too simple. They feel more like a spreadsheet and less like Cascadia. But we have played the other maps then that are definitely better. So I would have given it a B, between a B and a C for the first maps and between A and B for the other maps. I think I will give it a B for now. It's a decent game. I'm really not a fan of it. I think the Cascadia branding hurts it more than it helps. I think because I love Cascadia so much at this rolling game. As I said, the later maps are good, but I mean the first maps aren't, right? So yeah, I don't know if they should have done like the first maps. Well, maybe for people who don't play too much. I don't know. It's kind of weird to place this one. Birds of a Feather, I will give an A. It's a very, very simple game as well. You don't have to think too much, but it's a nice and cozy game. I actually like this quite a bit. I Did I bring you a game, a playthrough on the channel? I think I recorded one, but I think I haven't published it yet. So I still need to do that. Buffet Boss. Yeah, I saw this on Kickstarter back then, and I didn't back it because I thought, like, I don't know. Another stacking game. I like dexterity games, but I don't know. And then it released here in Germany, just under a different name. And I thought, like, you know what? It's not that expensive. You can play it solo. I will take it with me. And it's not bad. I haven't played it too much yet. I will give it a B for now. It's at night, you like stacking like food, right? So the theme is fine. The theme is pretty cool, I mean, and the gameplay isn't bad, yes. Babel, I've only played this once, but I really liked what I played there. I will give this a B as well, but I think this could definitely rise up. It is a very thinky game, right? But it becomes like very complex later on. Not complex, but a little bit. It becomes messy later on, but that is what it's supposed to be, and it's pretty funny. Biome, I think I will give. Biome was a hard one. I like Biome. I really like the game. If you compare it to other nature-themed tableau builders, I think there are better ones, right? That I will give like S and maybe A. I will give Biome an A for now. I think it's a pretty good game. They have done a pretty good job. There are a few things about the game which I wish would be different, but it's a pretty good game. I will give it an A for now. Then we have Auntie Mildred's List of Random Tasks. That's how it's called. It's a game on Board Game Arena. I don't even know if this exists physically or if you can download it. I don't know. It's like dice rolling and placement game where you try to gain cookies. This is like a parody, right? It's like a parody game, I think it's supposed to be. And also plays like one, right? You can play it, yes, but half the game, like these chores, how they were called, are hardly used. So you just use like the main dice placement spots, and that is not very exciting, right? Yeah, okay. Game parodies, I think there is a spot in the board gaming sphere for board gaming parodies. This one just isn't really fun. I would probably never play it again, right? If you ask me to, I don't know, I would be playing it, but I would have to give this a D. It's not horrible, so it does function, right? But yeah, a lot of the things that you should use, you don't use in the game, and that also like says it's not functioning like very well. Arctic. I had pretty high hopes for this. I wanted to get this at Spiel, but then I didn't because I already got a lot of games and I don't want to like overdo it too much, right? The collection is large enough as it is, and yes, I'm currently selling off a lot of games again. So, and then I played it on Board Game Arena, and I think it's good that I didn't get it. I think the game is okay. I am not a fan of it. I think there are a few things that don't really work. Like the idea of like drawing cards, and then like if you place cards, then the next round you either you have a specific number of cards you can place and a specific number of cards you can draw, and there's like some kind of puzzle element to that, and then there are also like abilities of the animals. So it's like the ideas behind it are not bad, but I don't think it works like really well, and it's not that fun. I think I played it twice, and I think I'm fine. So let me give it a C. Unfortunate because I like the theme, but then again, I mean, you can't just do a nature theme and then hope the game is amazing, right? I mean, Aeon's End, I mean, of course, it's S tier. I haven't played it in a while, so I'm happy that I played it in October again. I need to get it out more this year. Sleeping Gods Distant Skies, I finally played this one here. And I like some of it more than Sleeping Gods. Some of it I like less than Sleeping Gods, right? So the mechanisms and like the streamlined rules, streamlined components, and everything. The omission of things that didn't work quite as well. Some things were changed for the better. You can move around faster. This is all better in Distant Skies. So I think Distant Skies would be the better entry game to the series. But I wasn't as invested in these stories. I think these stories were a little bit less interesting than the ones in Sleeping Gods. Still, I will give this an S. This is an excellent game. Excellent story-based exploration game. And you can play this really well solo, and I suppose you can also play it well at a 2-player count. I would never play the original Sleeping Gods with more than 2 players, and I think this one neither. Then here we have Sherlock 13. It's a deduction game that is fine. So fine means B, right? It's like it has like some similarities to Clue. You're pretty much just like asking for specific cards and like trying to figure out, okay, which cards are lying in the middle. It's not bad, but it's also not amazing. Nova Luna, the third game in the Uwe Rosenberg puzzle series, and this one I liked. I didn't like Sagani and Framework too much, but Nova Luna I liked, so I will give this an A. This is also a game that I could, like, if it like were for a good price, I could imagine even getting for myself. I think this can be very played solo very, very well. So I like this, yeah. Mysticana. I love the concept of it. Just having a deck of cards and you can play a lot of games with it. I like the concept of that. Yes, you can also do that with a regular deck of playing cards, but this one is more portable, right? This is just 18 cards. Kind of. Then you have to add like all the expansions for different games, but still, I like the concept of it, and the games I've played so far are good as well. So I will give this an A as well. This might change because I still have to play it more. Decorum. Oh, I really like this one. I will give this an A as well. It's like a cooperative deduction game where you try to like furnish an apartment or house, and this works really well. I've only played 2 or 3 missions so far. There are like 20, I think, for 2 players, but I like it. Night Sky Explorers. I'm torn on this. I want to give this an S. Right? Is it that good? I don't know. Like, look at this. These are like all-time greats in here, right? Oh, I really like Night Sky Explorers. You know what? Call me crazy. I need to give you some fuel to talk in the comments, right? To leave a comment. I will give it an S for now, just because I like this so much. I have not only played multiplayer twice, I already played like solo a few times because I really like this one. It's a really nice flip and write where you're like drawing stars in the night sky over different rounds, and it's good. It's really good. I'm not a huge roll and write and flip and write fan, to be honest. I gotta be honest here, right? But this one is good. Micro Crime City. Oh man, will I give this an S or an A? This is great as well. I finally played it. I'm very late to the party. There are like 4 editions of that, I think, by now in the series. And we have started playing the first one. I really like it. I think I will give this an S as well. I really like this game. It's really cool just looking at the big map and looking at it. It's not a game for everyone, right? But it's a game that can work really well. The Gang, I would have to give this an S as well. That's a really good way of doing poker cooperatively. Yes, it is kind of hard to get into, right? So people who don't know poker at all, you can play with them as well, but it will be a different game. I don't know how good it will be there. Sword and Sorcery. I played this several times. I'm playing through the first act, through the first campaign with my neighbor, and I like this game. It's a good game. I would give this an S if it weren't for like the many rules and the many components. This is a huge game, and if I had to imagine I would have to like set it up and tear it down like every day or every other day, oh man, this would be hell. I think I'm happy that my neighbors are always like setting this up for a weekly session before I come or we do it together, because if I had to set this up by myself every time, I don't know, especially for myself, if I wanted to play this solo and I would have to set it up by myself every time, it's a lot. So, and also the rules. We still keep looking into the rules, and we have played the game like probably 10 hours already, like 9 to 10 hours, right? So, yeah, that like drags down the game a bit. But the gameplay itself is pretty cool. I liked it. I like the systems it employs. It's a very good game. Katamino. This is not really a game. It's more like a puzzle, but it was on Board Game Geek, so you know what? If it exists on Board Game Geek and if I play it, then I'll log it. It's just a puzzle. It's a pretty nice puzzle. Where you like put blocks into like a wooden tray, so to speak. And you have to fit all of them in there. It's nothing like really new. It's nothing spectacular, but it's fun. But I will give this a C. It's nothing that I would play like every day, but off and on if I feel like something like puzzly without any rules, I play this one here. Dead of Merchants, of course. You know that. If you know my channel, it's a clear S tier game. It's one of my most favorite deck builders of all time. I'm currently testing a solo mode Sami is developing, so looking forward to testing that a little bit more. Challenges. Challenges is a good game. I think I would never buy it because I think I could hardly get it to the table multiplayer, and solo I can just play it on Board Game Arena, right? At least the first part, not the second one, the Beach Club. And I like it. It's something between an A and a B, but I think I gotta give it an A because I really like playing it. Like I keep returning to it on Board Game Arena, although I pretty much like know all the cards by now, but still. Castle Parody, of course, clear S rank game, one of the best games that was ever designed. And there we go. That is my list. So it's of course very S and A heavy again, but I mean that makes sense because I play a lot of games in my collection. I keep playing because I like them, and of course they're gonna rank higher, right? If you give me like I don't know, like 30 random games that I've never played before, this might be a very different list here, right? But I like, of course, I return to the games I like the most. So, but it makes sense. It's not too many S games this time. I also played like a lot of new games, a lot of different ones. Also, quite a few that I didn't like as much. So yeah, that's my list. Now it's your turn. Let me know in the comments which games you played last month. Which ones did you like the most? Which ones did you like the least? Do you disagree with any of my picks here? Of course you do. So let me know that as well. I'm always interested in hearing or reading about your thoughts. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching and sticking to the very end. I hope you enjoyed this month's iteration of the board games that I played last month. As usual, I would like to thank you all for your support. Especially I want to give a shout out to my generous patrons, and the biggest thanks go out to Thagonal, who's supporting me at the highest tier. Thank you so much for your generosity. You can support me by watching, liking, and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, supporting me on Patreon, and joining my Discord server to hang out with me and my amazing community. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the very next video. Take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers.